Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Different little post for you today. I thought I'd go out on a motorbike for a little ride, and I've popped up to one of my favourite viewpoints. I'll put the link in the comment. So yeah, it's just a little get out and about on the bike today. So let's go for a walk and a talk. Main reason I wanted to come out with you guys today and have a little chat is because get rid of those bikers. Main reason I wanted to come out and have a little chat with you guys today was basically it's just over a year since I moved from the UK and retired out here in Thailand. So I thought I would have a little chat and just tell you what I actually think and how well this year has gone. So basically we're in Nampong National Park, as you can see. Obviously it's all in Thai. This place here is it's basically it's quite prehistoric. It's got a lot of cave paintings and different bits and pieces. I'll possibly record a bit of that, and it's called Hin Chang Viewpoint in Nampong, just for your reference. So right, let's go for a little walk and a chat. So basically, you know, you all guys all know about the house and stuff, you know what we're doing with that. But yeah, I just wanted to turn around and just touch base and sort of go through a few things how I think my year has gone out here. Now, I'll start with you know, a few of the not so great points. Basically, not so great points for me is I have missed family. I have missed friends, even though it's just a case of a video call. You know, when you've been living somewhere for pretty much all your life, and you know, all of a sudden you up sticks and move, you know, things do change a little bit. I thought it might be, you know, a little bit different, but yeah, I have missed family and friends a bit. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't change my decision, you know, to have moved out here. I knew that when I sort of decided that's what I was going to do. So to me, that's pretty much most of the bad points. The other downside to moving and living out in Thailand, beautiful butterfly, look at that. Oh, stunning. Is the language barrier, obviously. I'm trying to learn a bit of Thai as I go, but I am struggling a bit with it, whether it's my age or what. I'm not 100% sure, but I am picking it up slowly, and at the end of the day, I've got plenty more time to, you know, learn and pick it up, if you like. I don't know if you can hear that noise. That is a cicada. They're very, I don't know why, but they tend to hurt my eardrums quite a bit. So let's go over onto this one viewing platform and we'll have a little chat. Oh, it's quite a warm day today. I come out today because the rain basically is supposed to be coming a bit later. So I thought, you know, it's a good excuse to get out on the bike for a few hours. This viewpoint it's about an hour and 10 minutes ride from my house. I'll share with you a little later some of the footage of the ride up here, and also I will also share with you some of the moments and some of the stuff that I've gotten up to out here? Right, let's go along under here. It's a bit shadier, cooler. Obviously keep your eye out for snakes. Last time I was up here, it was a 4-foot long green snake. Was it a green snake? Yeah, tree snake. Non-venomous, but saw him right next to me. That was a bit of a shock. So yeah, you got to keep your eyes open when you come up here. So yeah, right then. So basically, that, like I said, that was the things that I, thought were not great. Now, the good things, and there was many of them, is basically coming out here, deciding to, start the house. Here you go, guys. That's what I come up here for. You got to admit, that's a bit of a nice view, isn't it, eh? Basically, further on down over there, you have the dam, and this whole area, just tell you the story behind it. The king, many years ago, dammed up the whole valley, and he did that basically for all the people who live all the way in around everywhere here. So they've always got water for their crops and everything else. So hence that's why it was done. So you got a little fun fact for you. Right, let's go and sit over here. I'm finding it easier to talk to you guys with, not sort of being much on the camera. And I want to get this one out a bit. So yeah. So right then, the good bits. Obviously coming out here, living with Tam, being with her all the time is excellent. I absolutely love spending time with her. We love spending time together. Turn around for a minute, and yeah, we've been having some great fun. We've met some great people, made a lot of new friends, or I have. And Tam has. So we met a lot of new expats living out here, and yeah, we're just really enjoying it. I think my health has improved since I've been out here. Whether that be the temperatures or what, I'm not sure, but my health is definitely better. I could do with doing a bit more exercise. I'll be the first to admit that, but that's something I'll be starting up again. So once the house is sorted, I'll probably take up one of my main hobbies, well, a couple of my hobbies. So, and I'll show you all them at a later date. But yeah, I mean, sort of touching base on my time out here so far. For me, I 100% believe I've made the right decision. I absolutely love, being out here, being out in this country. It's definitely an eye-opener from the UK, 100%, but in a good way. I think that personally for me, I was done with the UK. I got to a stage in my life where I'd had enough with the system in the UK. It wasn't really fulfilling me very well, if I can be honest with you. I decided that I could take early retirement and then, look at building a restaurant and, having Tam making herself some money rather than me having to try and fully support her all the time. Which should work, no problem. The house itself, I think, is going really, really well. I am really, really happy with the builders I have chosen. We got lucky finding them just for a Google search online, basically, and yeah, I got to say, there's been a few sort of incidents where communication's not quite there, which I think you're going to get that anywhere. But one thing I will say, having our the chap who builds a house, he's Thai, but having him, he was educated in England, in Brighton, so he can speak very good English, and it just really helps because I can have my point of view without relying on Tam to translate. Which I mean, it's good for her because, in all fairness, bless her, she translates for me all the time. So but yeah, I mean, I think this year has been, this last year that I've been living out here has been absolutely brilliant. Like I said, I'll put some clips and stuff up later of the ride up here, and then I'll do a clip of just sort of what's gone on over the last year, or a couple of bits, things I enjoyed. I've got to say that one thing I have found with living out here is, if you come out and you live in Thailand, especially in the rural areas like I do, you have definitely got to try and interact with a lot of the locals. I personally go into like the Songkran festival, Songkran this year, and especially the Bamphai. Going to the Bamphai and meeting a lot of our neighbours, and them seeing me, a lot of them for the first time, because most of them know me as the rich Falang who is building a pool villa, which is not the best tag to have, but at the end of the day, that's how they sort of perceive me a little bit. Now, I want to sort of go into a little bit of detail regarding things like that. I went to the Bamphai festival, local Bamphai, and I had a drink, I had a laugh, I had a good joke with all of the local villagers who were there. We sang, we danced, we drank, we had a really, really good time. And from that point onwards, a lot of the people in the village changed how they looked at me. So, they didn't look at me as I'm just this foreigner coming in building a house. They looked at me as more of, wow, he's actually quite cool, he's all right. Which I think you need to do. You need to get in, you need to settle in with a lot of the locals. Also, I want to touch base. There's been a couple of, hopefully they're still watching, because I will call them idiots. I'm not worried about mixing words with these type of people, if I'm honest with you. And it's basically the people who turn around and they have to have an opinion that you are out here and you are going to blow all your money on a villa which you will never own, blah, blah, blah. And I hope you guys are watching, the ones who commented. Don't worry, you haven't rattled me and you never will. That's one thing I'll certainly tell you to start with. But I'd just like to point out that a lot of people who comment like this, they do not know the actual situation. Now, our situation, I must admit, is probably a lot different to a lot of other people, Falang, who come out here and build in Thailand. Now, what I mean by that, excuse me, I'll have a quick drink, is I met Tam just before COVID hit. I met Tam online. I couldn't come out and meet her for 1.5 years until they opened the Phuket sandbox. Now, pre-COVID, Tam was quite a well-to-do lady in her own right. By that I mean she had 3 restaurants in Khon Kaen. The profit she made from that, she bought a lot of land. She bought property. She bought the land where the villa is on, and she put the wall round, and she raised the land. You know, that was all sort of 12 years ago she did the land. So she's, you know, she's self-sufficient in her own right. Obviously, when COVID came, the restaurants had to be closed. Sorry guys, camera got hot and it switched itself off. Yeah, Tam has actually put in as much, if not more, into this build than I actually have. It is a joint venture. We have things in place that if something happens to Tam in the future, everything will fall to me. If something happens to me, everything will fall to Tam. If something happens to both of us, then it will fall to her daughter. So basically, guys, that is our situation. You know, at the end of the day, people have come out here, and some people will have a bad time, and they'll get proper burned out here. You know, if that's their situation, I'm sorry about that, but you know, they should be more careful in the future. So that's enough of that anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna touch base just quickly back on my future, what I think this next year of me living in Thailand is going to bring. I've obviously got to redo my retirement visa. The house, all going well, should be pretty much completed in about 2 to 3 weeks, all going well. After that, we have got the driveway to do. We have got the bar and chill area, obviously the restaurant we've got to do. We'd like to try and get that up and running by the new year. That is the plan. Whether it happens or not, we will see. It's a good chance. The weather's going to start getting better soon, so there's no real reason why it couldn't. But for me, looking ahead to my next year in Thailand, I'm looking forward to more adventures. You know, coming out, going to places, you know, like this, different areas around Thailand, and travelling Thailand on my motorbike. It's been a dream, something I've wanted to do, and I think I'm just going to crack on and get on and do a lot of it next year. This year, or this next upcoming year, should I say. I mean, year one for me, just to summarise, year one for me was basically about finding my feet and settling. Year two for me is more about kicking back and enjoying an early retirement. With people who I have met, and you know, I want to travel a lot more just around Thailand. I want to you know, go and see friends and stuff back on some of the beaches we visit, and you know, there's going to be a lot of bits and pieces, and I hope you guys stick with me and join the journey with me. You know, I know it's all been about the house and stuff at the moment, but my journey will continue into actually living and enjoying my life in Thailand. And like I said from the start, if you ever watch my intro video, the first video I did, I will share the good and the bad. I won't hide it. I won't shy away from it. If something goes wrong, you guys will be the first to know about it. And if thing goes right, don't worry, you'll be the first to know about it as well. So anyway, that's enough for me. Like I said, enjoy the clips. I'll put them on for you now. And it's basically I'll put a few clips of the bike ride up here, and then it'll be a little montage at the end of stuff, you know, me and Tom sort of got up to over the last year. So I hope you enjoy it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. It would really help my channel out. It's going great. It's going better than I actually thought it ever could, to be honest, so far. I'm really enjoying doing it. It's a learning curve. You know, all the editing and stuff like that. It's not something I have done a lot of in my past, I've got to say. But I'm enjoying doing it. I'm enjoying doing it for you guys. Your comments you leave me are, you know, very positive on the whole. Thanks very much, guys, for all your positive comments. And here's the montage. I'll catch you on the next one. So take it easy, guys. We'll see you soon. Thanks for tuning in and joining my journey. Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.